Keepsakes, and welcome to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo. We have arrived, yes. So if you're a crafter, you know what's going on here in the ATL. The Scrapbook show is amazing. Today was the make and takes, and tomorrow is a day of shopping for me. And then the next day I have some classes. So I will be doing some more footage to show you guys what I have in store for you and what the craft show is about. So come on and walk down with me so I can show you some of the different billboards that they have and some of the different vendors that are here. We got scissors, and I know you guys know scissors, and I own a few of their dies too. Scissors is awesome. You definitely got to make sure you take advantage of what they have. Their dies are amazing, and your projects come out so wonderful. Then we have the Stamp for Life. And we have so many more that's here as well. They even showing some of the different cutters that you can definitely use. And guys, take a look at this room. All of the ladies was here pretty much doing all their make and takes today, and it's been amazing. We learned so many different details and different projects today to be able to go ahead and take that home and be able to turn it into our own way of designing. So if you happen to not have made it to this show, make sure you definitely save up, get yourself together. You don't want to miss it for next year. Hi everyone, this is Tanya here with Memory Lane Keepsakes, and I wanted to share with you, I had went to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, and the first night I was there was a Thursday, and it was the Mega Make and Take Extravaganza. And I was so excited because it was my first huge crop party. And I just have to share some of the things that we pretty much did in that Thursday night class. And it was from 3 p.m. to 12 midnight. And it was just full of so much fun, doing all the crafts and learning some new techniques, as well as meeting some of the wonderful ladies that I met that is into some of the same things that I have interest in. So let's go ahead and get started. And I would like to take you through the book that they actually gave us and show you the projects that I actually created and completed. So let's go ahead and do that. And in the meantime, I'm going to readjust the camera. So please excuse me while I do that. And I'm going to zoom back a little bit here so you guys are not blinded by everything. All right. So this is the book that they actually gave us here. This is the Mega Make and Take Extravaganza. And it was in Duluth, Georgia. And I'm here in Atlanta. And I wasn't too far from it. I actually shared a space with a friend at a hotel for the weekend because it was just too much to drive back and forth, even being here in Georgia because of the traffic and everything. But despite all that, I had such a wonderful time. I wish they would have carried the craft show or the expo all the way through that Sunday, but some ladies were probably good that they only had it for the 3 nights or the 2 days that they pretty much enjoyed it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So this is the book here. And this is the first page, and they actually had 3 crop nights. The first night is the first night I was there, which was that Thursday, was the Mega Make and Take Extravaganza. And this is what it looks like right here. And the next night they actually had one that was called Wild Things Jungle Crop Party, and then NASCAR Crop Party was on that Saturday. Now I didn't go to these 2, so I'm curious to know what that was like. But they, you know, it's always next year, so I can definitely try them out and see if I would definitely take part in that. But I definitely will be joining another crop night party again because it was so much fun. So this is the one I went to. So I'm going to show you guys the first thing that I actually designed. So this first one here is called From the Kitchen by Just Right Paper Craft. And this is what we had an opportunity to make. So they will give you a book with all the information in it. And it also came with the supplies you was going to need because you had to bring some of your own supplies to attend the crop party night. And most of the things they supplied for you, but like your basics, like your scissors that you use in your craft space, or your glues or your adhesive. They ask you to bring simple things like that, you know, if you're a crafter, any crafter should have. So here are the instructions to complete the project that you see above here. And I love this. It was so much fun making these little boxes here. And I'm going to actually show you what my box turned out like. So mine is a little different. But I'm really pleased with how it turned out. Instead of putting "From My Kitchen with Love" on there, I actually chose to put simply or "Simple Blessings" on my box. So this is my box right here with the tag hanging from it, along with the embroidery floss. And I love the embroidery floss because it was like different colors made into one. And the box was pretty simple. It was already scored for you. All you pretty much had to do was pretty much fold it and just kind of add your adhesive to whatever corner to like complete the box. And this was the other one right here. As you see, it says Bon Appetit. Instead of Bon Appetit, I actually put "From My Kitchen with Love" on mine. But I didn't seal this. I just basically kind of just kept mine together like that. But you know, in case I choose to change it up or do something different to it, you know, and I can add like a candy pack in there and gift it to a friend, or do a thank you or something like that, you know. So that's why I kind of kept it open, so that way the possibilities are endless for this. But that's what my first project and the first craft items that we had to make that night. So that's what that turned out like. So that's the first thing. So I will place that right here, lay that on down. And then the next one we actually made was this one right here. Now this one was a flower pillow box by Crazy Creations. Absolutely gorgeous. This was absolutely amazing. And again, they told you the supplies you needed, and they have the instructions down here for you to continue, because they will give you a whole kit that you pretty much pay for in advance. And as you see, they have the class times with every class started, so it was like 30 minutes for each class, and you was pretty much pick your table with whoever you want to set with, and then you bring your craft items and pick up your kit and get started. So that was really cool. They had it so organized. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. They had craft tables there to the point where you can like purchase from, and they will set them up for each company and different things. And it was awesome because those were some of the early special bird deals that you can kind of catch before the actual show started the next day, which would have been that Saturday. Well, actually, it would have been that Friday and then that Saturday. So you was able to get a little ahead of the game before everybody kind of showed up for the actual Craft Expo weekend. So in addition to that, this is how my pillar box came out. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. I'm happy that I got a chance to experience this, because those are those Crazy Creation stickers, and they had this paper that had already like a glitter effect to it. You can see it a little bit on camera, but camera doesn't really do it justice. But I mean, this was a lot of fun to make, and I basically have it lifted up by using some of my my dots, foam dots there, and the stickers, you pretty much lay those on the different cardstock paper and fussy cut those out, and then you add here a button in the center if you choose to. But this was a lot of fun, and the inside of the box is empty, but this can be used to give to a friend, or you could just keep it in your craft space and decide what you want to do with it later. So that's another one that I made there. So I really love how that turned out. Look how gorgeous that is. All right, so that's that one. And so the next thing that we made was Make-A-Wish by Paper Wizard. So this is the next thing we made right here, which is 3 banner pieces here. And I absolutely love this because a lot of the things were already cut out for you. All you had to do was pretty much adhere it and piece it together for the most part. And so those came out like this. This is the first one here. So it says make, and look how beautiful this cupcake is right here. And it's raised. It's almost like chipboard. That was absolutely amazing. And then the words was already cut out for you, and it didn't come like this. They just gave you pretty much the tag, the gold piece, all the pieces you needed, but you had to put the cupcake together, and then place this on here, and they gave you the tool to place in here. But it was a simple thing to do. So that's my make right there, as you see. That's my make, and this is A, and then it has the beautiful gifts, and I love the foil on this. It's absolutely gorgeous, that gold technique. That was my A right there. And then this is Wish, Make a Wish. So that is absolutely gorgeous. So that's how that one turned out. So that was a lot of fun to make those, and I really enjoyed that. And it also has some distress, and this paper is kind of like a pearl. It's got like a pearl essence look to it. So I'm gonna set that there and keep going because I have a lot more to show you. Okay, and the next one that they did was Happy by A to Z Scrapbooking. So that's what this one right here looks like. So they has more like a scrapbook sheet that they provided for you, and everything was in pieces to where you had to punch it out and then adhere it and piece it together. And then they also have on here, which is a banner too on the side right here. And again, they have the instructions for you and the supply list that's needed. And so let me show you what that turned out like. So this one is the only one that I need to go back and add this piece right here because I didn't get mine until later because they forgot to add it to my kit. But this is what mine looks like. So this is it right here. It says Happy About Life. And then there's these flowers that you add the pearls. They gave you the pearls for it. And then here's the paper. And I had to add this to it. And these are actually separate sheets. This is not attached. Well, it is attached to it now, but it didn't come that way. And this is separate too. And so that's what that looks like. So I'm really happy about that. And then you can also compare it to the picture so you guys can kind of get an indication of what it looks like in the photo. So that's what that looks like. And then in addition to that, I actually also did the banner too. So the banner is like this. I'm just going to open up the banner so you guys can kind of see it. So the banner is all in pieces here. And I know it's probably a little hard to see on camera, but it actually starts over here, and it's got I Will Always Love You. That's the first piece, and they provided the clips and everything and embroidery floss and all the cardstock to go with it. But all these were in pieces. You had to actually put this all together. And it says All My Heart up here, and it's just a border for you to go back and add your own personal photo later. And this is Life is to be enjoyed, to laugh, to sing, to love. That's what this says. And then another one for you to put your picture on. It just says thankful. And this one says love is a promise that lasts forever. And then we have this one that says our family, where you can add a photo later. And then so happy to have you in my life. So this one actually can be displayed on a board or in your craft space somewhere. But it sits up like this. So it actually hangs. So as you see. So that's how this one does. That's amazing. So I'm going to set this one back here so that way I can show you guys some other things. So that was a lot of fun. I don't do a lot of scrapbooking, but I'm trying to get into it. So it was interesting to definitely see the procedure as far as what you do. And it's not too different from making card making. That's one of the things I like about it. And the different elements, you can pretty much choose to do what you want to do with that. Now this next one here was Friends Are Flowers by Scrap That. And this is what we got a chance to make right here, which was absolutely wonderful. So this is my finished project here. And again, it says Friends of Flowers that never fade. And I love the little embellishments that they had. And then you had to put all this together. And this was like a chalk marker. And I did purchase some of those that I'm going to be sharing later. And then I embellished the top with some different rhinestones. And they kind of did the same thing on the picture there. And then this is the side. And then I chalked that again. So you basically chalked everything. And then on the back, I can write a message or somebody's name or a sentiment. And then same thing here. And then I put some more embellishments at the top. And this box is empty, so I can use it for later. So I'm really pleased with how that turned out. So it's just like the photo here, as you see. So I'm really happy with that. So I set this over here. So next up, I have Just a Note to Say, and this is by itscheaperthantherapy.com, and that's what this is. It's a card that we had it made, and it says Just a Note, and then it's opened up like this, like a scissor design, which is really cool. So I'm going to show you guys, and the dimensions for this card was a little off, but you could have trimmed it down at any point, but I just kept it like it was, and I was like, I just trim it later, which I haven't done that yet, but you know what, it's all good. So this is the card that I made. And it's just like the picture, as you can pretty much see. It's similar to it, actually. And so it has the pearls on the side. And I love how the flowers are raised. So that was interesting to do. And I love this paper that they gave us. And inside, this is what it looks like. It says bonjour. And so that's it. And we can put a different message inside here. So that's what it looks like. And it actually sits up like that. And so you can close it back. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. But that's what it looks like. And I just want to share you guys the finished project on that. And then next up, so I definitely would love to see you guys comments on your favorites or what you got a chance to see. Now I have to tell you, we just came up to my favorite. This was actually my favorite class of the night. This one here is a cute camera shaker card by Queen and Company. I have never heard of Queen and Company until I went to this expo and this crop party night. And I tell you, I had a blast making this. Matter of fact, this card was the card of the night. This one right here was so popular. When they actually set the table up to sell it, that sucker got gone in like less than 5 minutes. And I was like, really? So I got to the table and it was absolutely none left whatsoever. Even the weekend of the show, when they sold out, and it was serious. So hopefully I can get my hands on it later, maybe on their website or something, because I really would like to have this camera die in my collection. But this is what my card turned out like, and I am so pleased with this card. And here it is. Look how gorgeous that is, guys. Look at that shimmer. And then one of my favorite things that I fell in love with and I've never seen before was these little bubble dots that they had in the bubble embellishments. I love these, so I bought me some of those. And they also gave you some within your kit when you got ready to make this card. And they had different stickers you could have put down that says, you captured my heart. But they had other sayings, but this is the one I went with, the same one that they actually used. I just thought it was darling, and yes, it does shake. I love that. I could just do that all day long, but I don't want to make y'all dizzy. But this was just absolutely darling. The inside is blank, so it's nothing in there. But this was a lot of fun. So I really enjoyed making this card here. So this is one I'm definitely going to hang on to till I get my hands on the die and I can make some for some of you YouTube friends and pals out there. So I'm going to set this one over here. And then also, let's see here. I'm actually going to switch it up so y'all can see that one the whole time. And then the next one coming up is this one right here. This is Fantastic Memory Jewelry 3 by Kraft Fantastic. And I had the pleasure of meeting the owner of this company here. And she is amazing. She has a beautiful spirit. And I just love supporting her when she comes into town for these craft shows. She makes the most beautiful jewelry. And I love it because you can make it your own by using your business logo, which I do have my business, Jazzy Diaper Cake. So one of the reasons why I chose not to complete my little kit that I got, and I'll show you the kit, is because I want to go back later and add my logo to one of these embellishments here instead of the item that actually came. So this is the kit. Like a lot of the kits that you got came in these little bags with everything in it. These are the dots that hold the little pendant together once you do it. These are the little pieces of paper that you can use. You could choose which design that you would like to do to make your beautiful chain or either your necklace with. And it comes with these pendants. I'm going to take this out so I can show you guys what it looks like. So the company is called Kraft Fantastic. This is it right here. Really awesome. And they actually have all these different type of pendants, which is really cool. So this one here was actually the keychain. So you can actually take this piece, it's several pieces actually, and add this to it. But this piece right here goes on here. But see, you see it's just plain, but you can change all of that with actually just choosing a design from this sheet right here, or you can do your own. But the thing when you do your own, you got to make sure you run it on the right type of paper. It has to be a certain type of ink when you do it. So look how beautiful this is when I put this glass. It actually magnifies it. Look how gorgeous this is. So you'll use this fancy glue right here, which is Kraft Fantastic Glaze and Glue. And the cool thing about this, once you put it on there, you'll need to do a few dots on the back of it. And then when you adhere this to the image, you just let it sit there and rest for a while and take your hand off of it because you don't want to sit there and hold it the whole time. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to cut around the image that you've chosen, whether it's one of your personal images, whether it's something that you made or designed yourself, or whether you chose something from a magazine. But regardless, you're still going to trim it as normal. But I love how it magnifies it. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Look how it raises it up. That is amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that butterfly. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So that is amazing. So you can also even take fingernail polish and add a little shimmer to it. And I'm going to show you guys some that I made. But this is the necklace too. One of them that they gave us in the kit, as you see on the picture right here. And I can finish piecing all that together. But some of the ones I did in the making tapes, I'm going to show you guys. She had a table set up the day of the actual craft show, which was Saturday, which was Friday and Saturday. And these are some of the pendants that I made, and I haven't put a closure on the back. But this is one I was saying that you could use with the fingernail polish that has a little shimmer in it, and I know y'all can see that little shine. So this is a bird right here, and I hold it back so y'all can see it a little bit better. And this one here is an actual butterfly. So these are two that I made, and it still has a little plain glass thing over it, and it's really cool. So I can turn these into magnets. I can use them on cars. I can gift these to somebody, or I could turn them into a necklace. But you have to buy or purchase the other pieces, and all of them are not keys. You can get other ones. She has so many to choose from. So definitely make sure you check out Kraft Fantastic. She is amazing. So that's the information right there again. So that way you guys can definitely check her out and see what she's about. But I love these. These were amazing. They were a lot of fun to play with. But I'll be coming back on hopefully later to show you guys an actual tutorial instead of just trying to tell you about it. I want to actually show you, because some people do better by they actually seeing what you do with something like that versus just telling them about it. So I'm going to go ahead and move these off screen here. And then I'm going to show you guys the next thing. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying my tutorial here, or actually not tutorial, but my share with you guys from the from crop night, because I had a blast. I really did. I hope a lot of you guys here on YouTube would definitely join or come out next year for support, and that way you guys can be a part of what they have going on too, because it's absolutely amazing. I learned so many different techniques. And so that was one thing there. And the next thing was another scrapbook project that we actually did. This one right here is Let's Picnic by Do Dilly Designs. Now the Do Dilly Designs actually came out this way, and it looks just like that with the ants. And you can go back later and add pictures on your own of your own family and friends. So it says Let's Picnic, and then it has all these ants which are already cut for you. So you had to just take it and just trim your paper up and put everything together. So it came out just like the photo. No different. So I'll lift this up so you guys can see. So it's the same. So that was a lot of fun there. So that was by Do Dilly Designs, which is another company there. And this one here is by me, by Shoestring Productions. And that's the company right there. And this is the card that we actually got to make. And this piece right here they did not give us, because it was like you can go back and add your picture later. So they only gave us the different pieces to put this together, and this is what this turned out like. And I actually took time and I raised my me, because on here it's flat, but I chose to raise mine. And I also took time to de-stress my background. Some people did, some people didn't. It was left up to you what you want to do when you got it in your hands, because you have pretty much already purchased it. So again, it was up to you how far, how much, or how little you chose to do with whatever was given to you. So later on I go back and add a picture to that, but that's what that came out. And I like the colors because it kind of relates to a male. It's feminine and masculine, and it's really awesome. So that's that. And I also, this one here is a thank you fold card by Kraft Fancy. And that card is right here. That's what this one turned out like. Absolutely beautiful. I love this. How all these are like die cut it out, and how it has the shimmer in the background. Absolutely beautiful. I had so much fun making this. I just love this right here. So elegant. So I decided to keep this, and maybe I might give this out, or I may just keep it just to help me remember the day of the, my first crop night. So that's that. And it looks just like the photo. Alright, next up I have This one here is You Are My Shining Star by Be Creative. And this is the one we had to do. This one right here is actually a shaker card, and I like this because they actually gave it an adhesive to press the gold foil on the side of your card. It's like a special adhesive that does it, and it shakes a little bit. I actually added too many shakers to this right here, but it's okay though because it's a learning experience, and I should know better since I'm used to making shaker cards. I'm not a pro at it, but I think I should have known better than adding too many, but you know, it is what it is. But anyway, got happy and just put too many in there. But it says You Are My Shining Star. And this is the foil technique that's on the side right here. But it's a special adhesive that actually does it. And they actually give you like a little sample of the adhesive runner to put that gold foil on. It's like a little sheet, and then you kind of mash it down, which is really neat. I think it makes a beautiful touch to a card. And so that was a lot of fun to do. And as you see, it looks just like the photo for the most part. I forgot to go back and add those little embellishments, but you guys get the general idea. That can easily be done with no problem whatsoever. But I want to say that concludes my crop night, and it does. So I hope you were inspired by what I showed you guys. If you have any questions about anything, please feel free and don't hesitate to ask me down below. Go ahead and please give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so to follow what great things I have going on. This is Tanya with Memory Lane Keepsakes, and you guys are awesome and have a wonderful crafty day. Bye-bye.